Rightio, Sally here. What is it with V8 Supercar fans? I see the comments and the things that they write on social media, and they don't have a clue, and they don't have the ability to absorb new information or learn. Even when Shane Van Gisbergen says things and in interviews and explains things from his perspective, if it doesn't fit in with the propaganda they've been shoved down their throat for the last 30 years by the Aussie motorsport media and by supercars themselves, if it doesn't fit those narratives, they ignore it. Shane said himself that the cars are more technically advanced than a V8 supercar, and the tools at their disposal in the engineering is far more technically advanced than a V8 supercar, and that if he went back to supercar now, the lessons he's learned and the tools that he has to use at his disposal now would be mind-blowing, the stuff he could take back there to supercar from what he has learnt in America. And that like the NASCAR community don't go out of their way to spruik and sprout and skite about how technical it is. They just go about their business. But the supercar fans don't have that. Oh, he's only saying that because he's cranky with supercars. He's only saying that because he's towing the company line because now he's with NASCAR. They just don't want to accept the fact that NASCAR do it better than supercar. I mean, you can't even compare the two. It's like comparing, I don't know, a Mini Cooper S with a Lamborghini. You know, they're just not in the same postcode in any way, in any shape or form. NASCAR is the biggest and most successful tin-top racing series on earth. Now, they race for $30 million a race at some races. The least they race for is $11 million. You know, you get $80,000 to come last in a NASCAR Cup Series race. There's no prize money in supercars. They get bonuses for podium finishes above their normal, whatever they get paid by supercars, their annual pay. They get a bonus, but there's no actual prize purse or prize pool that's split between the field for winning or for becoming a place. And the other thing that Shane has said himself is that the oval track racing is more technical and much more difficult than road racing. But you don't want to listen to that either, because in your heads, it's just turning left. It's just going around in circles. He said himself that he discovered that he didn't realise that the technical side of the cornering and braking was so much different to road racing, because in road racing, you hit the same marks and the same lines lap after lap. It's just rinse and repeat, lap after lap when you're racing on road course. But in oval track racing, as the track changes during the day, and depending on where you were and whether you're in clean air or dirty air, you have to change your lines and change your braking markers to suit. And it changes constantly during the day, lap after lap. And makes it much more technical and much more difficult. Winning a race in the Cup Series on an oval track is hard, really hard. And I don't know if he'll ever win a race in the Cup Series on an oval. I know you get all excited when you see him running at the front and in the top 10 and he's having a good day and all this sort of stuff. But running at the front during the race and racing for a win at the end of the race are two entirely different things. They're two entirely different things. Racing for a win against those guys at the end of the race, the last couple of races, is full on. It levels above anything he's ever done before, as far as intensity and skill level, and just how hard it is. And he's learning that, and he's getting better, and he's getting better. And I'd love to see him win a race. I just don't think he can. I just don't think he's going to get there. I don't think a lot of you realise that when someone wins an Xfinity Series championship and then they get to go to Cup, if someone picks them up and takes them to Cup, even people like Chase Elliott and Larson and those really good guys, the average time it takes them to win a race on an oval in the Cup Series after winning an Xfinity Championship is 3 full seasons. 3 full seasons of racing. And these guys have come from an oval track background. They've raced oval tracks since they were 10, 11, younger in some cases. They've got 10 years or more of oval track racing under their belt and experience before they even get into the Cup Series. And then it takes them another 3 years on average to win an oval track race in the Cup Series. It's hard. It's incredibly hard. Shane's only been at it for a bit over, like this is his first full season in Cup. Okay, he's doing great on road courses. He's the best guy there on road courses. For sure. Killing it. He's won 4 out of 9 starts in the Cup Series, so he's got a 44% winning percentage, which is incredible. So he's great at road course racing. Great at it. He's the best at it in the series at the moment, for sure. But here's another thing you need to know. It's not because of his braking. It's not because he heel toes. He's said that himself as well. He said, the way I brake is no advantage to me at all. It's just what I know. And the reason that they do it in supercars is because they've got a lock spool in those cars, which is so antiquated and so old-fashioned. And I know there's guys in the supercar garage who are pushing to get rid of that. But that's why they do that in supercars, because they have to, because of that stupid old-fashioned lock spool. I haven't seen a lock spool in the car since a speedway car in the 80s. It's just so old-fashioned. The current supercar is more old-fashioned than the last one. The last one had ground effect and all this stuff, and they got rid of it all and went backwards. And they're running a lock spool, old-fashioned stuff. Look, left foot braking, which is what the rest of the world do, is faster and way more efficient than heel toe right foot braking. It is. And Shane's now doing that on oval tracks, and I did hear him say that he had been practicing left foot braking in the sim on the road courses as well. Cam Waters did it when he went over there. When he went over and raced for Roush, he went over and he left foot braked, had a crack at it. Good on him. So I actually think that if SVG took on left foot braking, he'd probably even be better. He'd probably even be faster. So try and learn. Try and listen to these things that you're being told and take them on board and stop being so ignorant. You're just ignorant and uneducated, and you don't want to take on new information. You don't want anyone to tell you that something's better than supercar. I'm sorry. Everything's better than supercar. It's the worst on-track racing product in the world. Have a great day.